Yo, yo, yo. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Y'all come on in. Hope y'all having a good day today.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. This makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Slot man's in motion right. May will throw to get us started here. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away. Crazy.
2nd and 10. Here's May. It is caught left side. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
May now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. Throws in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's good for a Patriots.
Again, it's May. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. He's going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Setting up the screen with Henderson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Offense in a hurry up here. Now May on 3rd and long. Pushes it, brings up 4th down. And I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
May throwing for it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know if he roughed him up, it cost him that catch.
And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Again.
Oh, come on.
This defense
Fuck.
standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's 4 yards on 2nd and goal. Now they'll only need 3 on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal. 180.
Gibbs. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Call it a gain of 2 that time, and it leaves him only a yard away on 4th and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
120.
4th down, Goff throwing. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score right after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll have it 2nd and 8.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They go play action. Here's May. Henry on the catch. Running down the left side. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Crazy. 1st and goal, New England. Hey, what's up? 5. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Second down and goal.
May now. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. And he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
And he gets in. The 2-point try puts them in front by one. 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the 2-point try to team.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call, the coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating, and now, well, now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. A start on the ground with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Soften front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They come to the line. They'll air it out on 3rd. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Lions have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
A safe throw. Incomplete. He was defended by Marcus Jones.
3rd and long for him here. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta.
Incomplete.
And that brings up 4th and long. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Here comes the 4th down snap to Goff. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First and 10 from the 43.
Crazy. And here goes up. Hey, what's up?
On play action, here's May. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. It's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Off the play action, May bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
This is Henderson on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. We're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. Working quickly here.
Brings up third and 7.
Crazy. 5.
To the air on third and long. It's it quickly to Douglas. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots will add to their lead at the end of the half. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots grow their lead to 8. Now Borregales on to send it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
That's good. For the Lions.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. He'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. And now Borregales on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
13 yards.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
First down.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Again, it's Gibbs. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react with the Little Ball Dictionary? That's it.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. And the Patriots will start this possession at their own 40 after the tackle's made.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good field position for 1st and 10. On the gun, it's May. Ooh, he got hit as he was... It falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. There was a blitz coming, and that got tossed him 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. They'll send him over right. May now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short. You're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. The play clock runs out, so this will be a delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. It certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now.
Crazy. Crazy.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connecting on the slant. Get some space around midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Great job. We're good.
They'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
15-yard loss. And it's 4th down.
Working quickly here. Now the Lions calling timeout. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there guidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Goff on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
Throw here, third down. Taking a chance to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Looking to throw. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And the Patriots will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle.
Is a turnover on down.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Back to the air. It's May. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Crazy. Five.
First down, May. Drops this underneath. It's Gibson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at their 49-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Patriots way that's currently holding a not-so-comfortable lead here. Offensive line. This is second and 4.
Crazy. Are you gonna set? Hey, what's up? Crazy. Five.
Again, it's May. That's him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A gain of 15 there. And that's a New England first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Five.
Here's May again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up second down.
Crazy. What's up? Hey, what's up? Five. Crazy. Five. Crazy.
Throwing again, it's May. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Henderson's going to get it on third down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first and 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate, and I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Back to throw it. He's got to his running back. Escapes, and he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots lead by 15 now.
Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
Now Borregales on to send it away. One flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. So even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect the next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in coverage too many times, you're going to be more interceptions.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
9 yards. That's good. 4 on Lions. 1st down.
They're going to throw again. Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
So they got their offense back out there. They're going for 2. This would get it back within a score. Play action here with Goff. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
And no luck. The Patriots are there to recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's...
Put the body on the line for his team. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air on 1st down. May. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This one's caught. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Patriots with a 2-score lead. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. To the air yet again. May. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. So May brings the Patriots up to go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
Five. Crazy.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Patriots 30, Lions 13. Andy Borregales.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Sailors now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own
The Detroit
22-yard
offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Yo. Nice step. 180.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
Tackle at the 25-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and...
Up second and 7.
180.
From the gun, Goff. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up fourth down. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Crazy. Five.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Looking fast as that clock ticks down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Crazy. Five. Crazy.
Working inside the red zone. That's dumped off. Gibson. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
After is good by Borregales. And the Patriots make it a 24-point ball game.
Lions 13. Andres Borregales to kill it.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Sailors now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Up to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Patriots emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit. From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Blake Corum now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyren Williams. Cuts right. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead right away. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Jacob Sailors now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. This is a heater going deep. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Goff on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And the stop was made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Goff setting to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that... could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Again, Goff. He's going to try another deep one here. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
43 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it'll be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take the lead on the first play of the drive. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Rams take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Black 20.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Offense to the line fast. Goff on first and 10. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And he puts him here under this one, right side. And receive isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. The Lions readying for the punt.
In punt formation for the Lions.
He has it at the 22. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 40-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense has now left you some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set. Lady.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had. Outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. Motioning left is their running back. 4th down. Here's Stafford. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
1st down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Rams.
Up the gut they go with Williams. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. All right, they look set now. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Cut out left. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and goal. Rams.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. Stafford from the gun. And that's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now gone. Gets it to him on the screen. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a one-score game before halftime.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Corum now on the return. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
They cobble together a yard there. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. On second down, a run with Williams. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. The give to Gibbs to start the third. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is gone. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. He brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it to the end zone. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions take the lead on that successful kick. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, it's Williams. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Nakua here, he's got it! And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
40 got! 40 got!
First down, Los Angeles.
Give to Williams from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense up to the line fast. Stafford now off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He finds Adams, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He goes to the hurry up here. Straight ahead with Williams. And they got to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Stafford. Brought in. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams grab the lead on their first series of the half. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they were able to score and take the lead. Well, maybe some second-guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Sailors now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions first down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 22. And that is good for Detroit first down. Working quickly here.
Detroit Lions first down.
2 for 1. 2
First
for
and
1.
10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another one for Gibbs. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Gibbs. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 7.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete. And now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw here, Stafford. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Stafford back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third down, 1 yard to go. He'll throw it. It's his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't lightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
At the 43-yard line.
10.
Second down, run by Corum. Run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Running back sent in motion left. Now to throw. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. They're going to run on first down with Corum. Still has some space inside the 35. Gets it to the 15. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try to run it in. And he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned his defense. But he doesn't make it across, and the 2-point try fails. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Go.
He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's good. 4 on Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
I'll start on the ground, Coro. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Nacua, the receiver, in motion right. They're going to pass it here. Well, finds his back. It's Corum. And he has the first down for the Rams. And, partner, that should be all they need to now coast to this win. So a timeout's taken. Just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. A tight end in motion now. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. They've got a man in motion. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Huard and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from the Steel City. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Like 20.
Right to the air, here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
1st carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
Here we go, folks. Here we go. 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Detroit.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Samuel on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 20-yard line. What?
From the gun, it's Goff. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is T.J. Watt in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is balled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
6 yards.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Detroit.
Gibbs. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I may be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So after 7-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Valdez-Scantling on the move. A throw on the first play from Rodgers. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Look at the 8. Look at the... From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10.
Joey Porter Jr.
Here's Goff. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Steelers. So 3rd and long, trying to pick up a 1st down to keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick 6.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless, and I think you find yourself in 3rd and long, you're trying to make a play, and sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick 6. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Again, working deep downfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now, Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Jameson. Touchdown, Lions. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
88. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Inside.
Austin brought in motion. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another 1st down.
7-yard line.
58. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
From the gun, Rodgers. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, the one he was looking for.
2nd and 10.
And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Green 18. Go to 50. Green 18.
Again, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That one out of reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Brian Brandt.
Back more. 58. 630. Green 18.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Hey, 88. Hey, check 26. Teammate! Yeah, this. The ball! Hey, 88! Go to 50! Hey, you block over here. Screen it.
Rodgers now. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. He's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Goff. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Goff. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Look 58! 26!
First down for Aaron. Going for it all. That is caught. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
58! Teammate!
And the Steelers first down.
Inside!
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Get 300! Get 300! Look again!
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
That's another Steelers first down.
Rodgers. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
The 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Look 58! Look 58!
They'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
Hey, take 26!
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Hey, kill! Cut!
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs.
Number 0, Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier.
Go!
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3.
27-yard line.
They hand it to Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
We'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Goff will try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Now he'll air one out. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
258, 26.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
10.
258. Inside.
Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Jump out. 630.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
319. Hey, check 26. 26.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. He'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll get about 5. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Play close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. On the ground, this is Gibbs. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives him a 1st down.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up 1st down.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Montgomery. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2.
2nd down, 8. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. They'll stick to the ground. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Goff to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
It's 4th down.
So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This a potential game winner.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Blue 58, go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Jonnu Smith, the tight end. Man, he was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
319. 319.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. 20-yard line. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards, brought with the 29. Brings up second and 1. On second down, it's Gibbs. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down. No gain on the play. Brings up third down. Now Goff. They'll look to set up the screen here. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 31-yard line. On second down, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this will be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. It is a big play there for the Lions. It's a gain of 49. Set to go now on first and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Hey, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, started the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. On the 25-yard line.
Yo, attack!
Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.